Two receivers left and right. McCown takes the snap. He steps up. He's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown!
What's up? Welcome to the Bush League Sports Show. We are the best B-rated sports show live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday night at 8:45. It's April Fool's, and apparently Tom Brady has retired. If you guys didn't see that, we'll get to that in a minute on what really happened inside the Bush League Sports Show text thread. A little bit of a hoopla.
No, it wasn't a hoopla. It's just somebody doesn't understand what April Fool's is.
Oh. Who would that be?
Interesting.
Probably Stack
Who
Guy.
in here can't take a joke well? Yep, definitely. That's what I've always thought that about you. You can't take a joke well. Regardless, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Listen, the whole point of the show, HOLEPOINTE, is for you as a fan, a viewer, to participate as a part of the show. So as we talk, when we get to the rundown here in a minute, you're going to be able to see it, see what's coming up, what we talked about. Well, not what we talked about in the past, but you will see what we're going to talk about in the future. If you want to give us your thoughts, that's why we're here. We decided, hey, we're going to have a sports show. We're going to talk about the hot topics of the day, not because we're the experts, but we are the best. We're the experts, and we want to give you a chance to talk too. So we've given you the voice of the Bushies. We've given you the opportunity to push the Bush, just like old number 5, Reggie Bush, in 2006. It was 05-06 when the Bush push happened. The legend.
One of those years.
One of those years, the legend took place. We're asking you to share the show. Push the share button, push the heart button, and then push the thumbs up 52 times.
How many?
52.
4, 5, 6,
One
7,
more
10, 11,
than James Harden scored 2 days ago. Did he score 51 or did he score 50?
Yeah, I'm surprised you even know who James Harden is.
Competency. Trending up.
152.
Trending up. Steph Curry hit 9 threes in a row last night.
What? Where are they jumping in NBA?
Yeah. So, regardless.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys. Comment, share, Bush push, voice of the Bushies, da-da-da-da-da.
50.
Moving on.
50.
Boom.
5-0.
5-0. And he also had a triple-double, not a triple-triple, because that's not really a thing, but it should be. He surpassed I don't know who.
He was already passed.
Oh, well, great.
Not on triple triples though.
Definitely not triple triples.
No one has more triple triples than you.
Correct. In 4th grade basketball. You have to get those on the bench, though. You actually.
Oh, yeah.
You can't.
You got to come off the bench.
If you didn't know this, you cannot get a triple-triple on the court. You have to be on the bench to do it. So it's kind of a complicated
Unless you count bench time as a stat.
You do. That's part of it. That's
okay, that's
the
how
third
you get
one.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
It's the amount of games you don't play times the cool shoes you wear times the minutes that you're not in the game.
So this is a season.
Creates a triple. Yeah, it's a whole season
stat.
thing. Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's very hard to accomplish. Only so many people can do it.
Elite
and I did it.
Class.
Yeah. Success during my day playing basketball.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Hey, not too bad.
I'm doing terrible.
Why?
Oh.
It's April Fool's.
Oh, I get it. JK.
I don't get it.
Hey, idiot. Little Pep's on your phone. Do you want to show the fans?
No.
Okay, great.
They can check my Facebook.
I didn't want you to show me that. Is that a new phone?
No.
Or is it a TV screen that we're going to hang?
Dude, that's just clean.
Pepper just brought a new flat screen he's going to hang on
What
the
are
wall.
we talking about right
Your
now?
phone
It's
looks
big-
massive.
It's the same as mine. It's the same.
But it looks
Dude,
a
same
lot
phone
bigger.
as that I have.
Yeah. Stat guy.
How old is your phone?
It's not even a year.
That's
Stat-
a 5S.
This is a new one.
5SE.
No,
That
yours
is not new.
Yours
It is new.
from-
I bought it. I got it new.
That's
No.
refurbished.
Bought it new
No,
from
it's
the guy
new.
on
They
the
had
corner.
to send it off to get it from like Dallas or
That
something.
foam,
Uh-huh.
that phone filmed the Bush push in that game against Notre Dame.
I got it new.
Yeah, back then.
Like a year ago. Not even.
Lies.
It's
Lies. Produce. Give us the rundown.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull up pull it up on my phone first. Give me some dang time here.
Hey,
Okay.
at least the window's not in the shot.
You got some dang time.
Oh, it could be in the shot at any moment. You better believe that.
Have you lost weight?
No.
Oh.
I trimmed the beard.
Ah, that's what
So,
it is.
yeah,
So
pretty
yeah,
much.
you did.
Hey, I am no longer in danger of the blonde mustache.
Who is?
Should have kept the mustache.
I should have. I'm growing it out.
I mean, you had it,
That would
and
be
you got
Drew-
rid of it.
Drew
I
is.
know, but
yeah,
Ryan
it
said
solved me, and no one's gonna catch me.
it's all you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Do you want me to
Yeah,
grow,
it's-
do you
it's
want me
all
to grow
him.
mine out and we'll dye them together?
I'm not
Actually-
really looking forward to it. I don't know if I signed a waiver or anything, so I'm not sure.
We did not make a
Hi, Maddie.
contract.
Yeah.
It's we can go back and look at it. It's on air.
No,
It's just as binding as everything ESPN steals from us.
which
True.
nobody responded to what I showed was stolen. Topless hole number 5 at the
Did they
web.com.
label it that?
No,
Oh, okay.
but he was shirtless hitting. This was a legit tournament. This guy was shirtless hitting the ball out of the water.
I saw him shirtless hitting the ball, and then I thought you were just saying, "Hey, look, it's topless hole 5."
Oh yeah, I was saying that. But
Okay, so that's
who else hits topless? Yeah, I know.
I'm the only one I've ever seen out there doing it
Yeah,
multiple times, not once.
not twice.
Every time we played.
Got to do it.
Hey, it's topless hole 6. It's actually hole number 15,
Something like
something like that. We don't know. Hey, give us the rundown.
Okay.
Bought you some time there. You're
Thanks. So a lot of time that you bought me. All right. So like you said, Tom Brady is donezo, and then
Dunzo.
in what seems to be a miracle, Tony Romo's getting back on the field. Also, Redskins are merging with the Giants, and we're also talking about Nick Bosa, and then we're talking about March Madness, of course. We're also talking about Bryce Harper. Kinsler got another Sod Poodles update. Talking about James Harden, Luka, Steph Curry, and then NHL.
Awesome. All right. Quick shout out to Maddie. She is leading right now in the Bushy Brackets, also known as the Whole Bush Loin Bracket Challenge, I think is the name of it.
Something like that.
You're welcome.
Somebody screwed up the name. Don't know who that was, Dr. Moonlight Graham. I didn't introduce everybody. Welcome to the show.
No, you wanted to talk about NBA. Like you sat down and was ready to talk about Harden.
Because
I'm
I
stat guy.
studied. I studied really hard today. So, Dr. Moonlight Graham, my boy Pepper, stat guy over there. My dad is actually here too, but you can't see me. He's on camera tonight. And produce. Clip over there. There it is. Yeah. So we've already started the show, and it's gone off with a bang.
It's hot.
It's hot. All right, give me a
bang.
rundown so I can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, do it again. He's starting the show over.
I gotta see it. Brady retires. All right, so today on the text thread, Dr. Moonlight Graham, not the Moonlight Graham you saw on Field of Dreams, but the actual Moonlight Graham, live in person right here.
Real one.
Craft beer doctor, also. He
Teddy
sends,
Graham?
he sends out a text and says, "Hey, look, Brady retired." Tom Brady tweeted today, "I'm retiring. In my spare time, I'm going to tweet hashtag FLG.
LFG.
LFG. Love for game, I guess.
That's not what I thought it stood for, but
What's it stand for?
I don't know.
Little Freddy's
Groceries.
Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Like Coach Jimmy?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Regardless, so Brady's like, "Hey, I'm retiring." I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" So I immediately go to Yahoo. I'm like, "What? How's this not on here? What is happening right now?"
Wait, where is it?
Where is it? Wait,
Are we the first ones to break this?
Meme it. Good thing I didn't meme it because followed up by 5 more comments was, "Hey, idiot, it's April Fool's. JK, stupid." Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We've got it up on the screen.
So here's the tweet.
Oh, there it is.
He
Oh, I
even,
thought
I thought you were going to throw the text thread up there.
I thought you were too.
he even responded to his own tweet.
Hey,
So,
produce.
Was this a bad joke? Can't see it.
Percy, you paying attention over there?
Trying to join the show so I can share it.
Share that show.
I'm trying to.
I like it. So I'm retiring. In my spare time, I'm going to be tweeting. He's a good tweeter. I feel like, right?
The best part though was him and The Rock tweeted each other. So go.
What did he say?
So click on this whole thread.
Whole
So-
thread like HOLE.
HOLE. So it started with The Rock. Talking about my good friend Tom Brady just texted me, said he's retiring. What a career. And that he's also joined Twitter because he wasn't on Twitter before today. And he said, good to see him.
Are you
comply-
kidding me right now?
No.
He's been playing in this one for a while.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And then good to see him comply with our dress code. He loves his new fanny pack. And it's that picture of the old picture of The Rock with the fanny pack.
Right.
And so, but just with Tom Brady's head on there. And then Tom Brady said, I feel like I'm the only one adhering to this dress code he told me about. And then he then takes The Rock and puts it on his photo of him at the draft. So it looks like someone forgot to, or someone skipped leg day.
So clearly, The Rock and Tom Brady have a lot of spare time right now to be editing pictures of each other and throwing faces on them and then tweeting back. Tom Brady did not have a Twitter?
Nope.
Say that 3 times fast.
He, there was another one. He responded
Drew
to
McCray,
that.
what up?
Scroll down real quick. Yeah, not Teamo. Oh, yeah, here we go. So ESPN Steve Levy, click on that. He had tweeted out, wait, the Twitter handle at Tom Brady wasn't already taken? And then Tom Brady responded with, I'd like to apologize to whoever used to have it for all the mean stuff people said to them.
Wow.
He's pretty witty.
Ooh, he's been on fire today.
That's funny.
Uh-huh.
Did he have to buy that name from somebody?
I wonder if he did have it and just did nothing with
And
it.
did nothing with it. That's fair. How many followers does he have?
This morning he had 11,000 when that tweet came out and I
Wow.
saw it. Now he has 250 pretty much.
So he's almost on par with us.
The man is a social media genius.
He'll get there.
Jump that number up real quick.
He'll get
Tom,
there.
if you'd like to, you can sign up for my social media class. I do a seminar via FaceTime, individual. Actually, it's a personal one-on-one coaching, and
It's $100,000 a minute.
I'd love to offer you my services for a small fee of $1K a minute
1K.
with some O's in between the 1 and the K.
Wait, can I be your agent for that?
Yes.
All right.
How much of a percent do you want to take?
Hey, for that, I'll take 1%.
I'll give you 10.
Oh, guys, that's how you negotiate.
You're welcome.
It's a deal.
Also take his class on how to negotiate. His first client was Le'Veon Bell.
Which brings us to Le'Veon Bell, who apparently has found out that he is not a rapper or a negotiator because he dropped a rap album and asked all of his fans, what do you think? Is it fire or trash? And the comments came back heavy on the trash side.
Well, and it was another football player. I forget who it was now.
Cole Beasley?
No.
Oh. The rapper of the NFL?
Receiver from the Chargers. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes. Why can't I think of his
Keenan
name?
Allen.
There it is.
You're welcome.
Keenan Allen.
I pay attention.
Keenan
Teamwork
Allen.
makes the dream work, baby.
Yeah.
Stat guy, baby.
Of course.
That too.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
We have 11 followers. Viewers.
Heyo.
Maybe followers.
Tom Brady level.
So
Nah,
Keenan
down
Allen.
to 10.
Keep going, Blake.
Brady, get back on here.
Power through.
Somebody tweet him.
Keenan Allen responded to it. It's like, I got to be honest, it's trash. And then Le'Veon Bell got mad. He's like, dude, you could have PM'd me that, or like you could have texted me instead of putting me on blast.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
So
Oh
you-
my gosh.
So he puts it out on Twitter like, hey, let me know if it's fire or trash. And he gets mad at Allen because he comments back and says, it's trash?
Yep.
Wow.
Divas. Diva pants.
2 years ago, he was considered the best back in the NFL.
I thought you were raising your hand.
He was
You can speak.
the blue M&M of the NFL. Give me the close-up. This was
Hello. You went to every other camera.
My hotkeys are all messed up.
2017 Bell. Fast forward.
Get the brown.
That's going to be...
Get the caramel one.
It's going to go south. It's going to go south. You know what? It's even worse.
Yeah.
That thing's been on the table for months.
Fast forward to 2019. He's a stale 3-month-old fun size Three Musketeers. Everyone will eat this thing. Why? It's one of the greatest, most recognizable candies in the world.
Unless you have a peanut allergy.
Correct. Which both of my children do.
And I
They
want
can't eat these.
And I want to say, stat guy, you may have to look this up. I want to say scientifically, the blue M&M tastes better. I think that's been scientifically proven.
I think
Okay,
they put
let's-
it was on MythBusters.
Let's
one time.
try it. Eat an orange one. Eat it.
He doesn't know that he's eating an orange one.
How
He's got his eyes closed.
Eyes are closed.
He grabbed an orange
Whoa,
one,
whoa.
but then he closed his eyes.
What color was it?
Not blue.
Okay. There's another M&M for you.
Oh, definitely blue.
That was brown. I was going to let you go through all of them, but that's totally fine. So eat a green one.
I don't know.
Can you taste the difference? Cover your eyes.
Chewing the mic. So we know you're actually.
All right.
No.
Are you done?
Yeah, my taste buds are now acclimated to
Okay.
green.
Do you need to clear it with a Celestial Beer Works swig real quick? There you go.
Beer and M&Ms.
Yep.
All right.
That's how you stay fit.
That's called America.
And
right
there is the scientifically proven. There you go. Get a good whiff
Oh,
of it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Clearly better. Scientifically. 100% of doctors on the Bush League Sports Show, after having tested all of the M&M colors in the jar, it's been unanimously decided that the blue M&M tastes far better than all other M&Ms and the Three Musketeers.
Fact.
Which brings me to my point, Bell, don't get booty hurt because you dropped a rap album. You're a running back, for Pete's sake. And somebody said it's not very good. If we ran around and got mad all the time when people said we weren't very good,
We wouldn't have a show.
we wouldn't have a show. There'd be stores we wouldn't shop at.
Yeah.
I've gotten over it. I'm going back tomorrow. We won't name that store because we're not mad anymore.
Wait, we were mad?
Yeah. Oh, well, I was.
Oh.
I got over it yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah. So, okay. Romo is coming back. Did
Hey,
hear
what do you
that?
know?
Yeah. So Gettin's coming back. They said somebody convinced Romo to get out of the booth and come back and get on the field.
His contract was not high enough with CVS. Was the report I read. He wanted $10 million.
With CVS?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the receipts were too long.
Ah.
Yeah.
So he said, "I'm out."
He and Sherman Williams are going to be playing together.
There you go. They're actually right next to each other.
Yeah, right across the street. So it's easy to practice that way.
Yeah. Defense, offense.
Okay, this is a legit question though. Romo never actually had an official retirement ceremony with Dallas. That
True.
still hasn't happened.
Correct.
What? Why?
So they still have his contract, I believe,
So they're just going to hold it?
just in case.
Okay, in case what? Eli goes down?
Well, according to the Giants, they're probably going to stick with Eli.
Is that a legit thing right now?
Yeah. Like they are.
That's not a joke. Like that came
No,
out today.
no,
Like
this-
of everything that happened today, that felt like the most like a joke,
Yeah.
and it wasn't.
No, so reports are if they don't draft a quarterback this year, that they're gonna offer Eli an extension.
Yikes.
Like longer than would you like to come to training camp?
Yeah, like they're gonna have a piece of paper with a number of money on there and says we will pay you this for the next 2 years.
They're gonna slide it across the table.
You fold it, slide it.
Slide it.
That's how it's done.
If
I don't know if you know this about professional athletes, but that's how they sign their contracts. No, they don't.
If you were a
Hey,
GM,
April Fool's
April
case.
Fool.
Hey,
Got
guys, today's April 1st.
if you were the GM for the Giants, what would you do?
I would kick myself in my own booty.
Booty. In this position, what would be your moves to recover some semblance of intelligence?
Fire myself.
You have
Okay.
to draft a quarterback, at least because they clearly have nobody in their depth chart. So
Clearly.
draft somebody who
When do they draft?
has some sort of name.
3, 4, or 5?
Uh,
Stats?
And let them learn from Eli on what not to do. Go ahead and watch the film of when they won the Super
6.
Bowl. That's it. And then everything else, whatever he does, do the opposite. It won't be that hard.
That's a solid plan right there.
It's real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should be the GM.
GM. I don't like New York. I've never been there, but I just don't think I'd like.
Pancakes.
There it is.
Elizabeth Street, 5 leaves. I'll take you, and we will grow out our mustaches. We'll dye 'em blonde. We'll go eat pancakes. both places, and then you
Cold,
can.
though.
We'll go in the summer.
Summer's coming up.
But football's not in the summer. I mean, barely. Hardly.
Are we still talking about football? I thought we were talking about pancakes.
I mean, yeah, we can go for the pancakes,
Okay.
but that means I got to stay there in the wintertime.
if you were the GM, yeah,
I don't want to do that.
you could wear a jacket.
Yeah, you can buy a nice jacket.
Put a jacket on.
I don't want a jacket.
You're wearing a jacket right now.
Well, because I got my work clothes on still.
You got a jacket on. You don't want to go to work in a jacket?
No, I hate it because the office is freezing. Now I have to go to work in a jacket
Oh,
You're working right now in a jacket.
because this office is freezing.
Why don't you turn up the air?
Because it's freezing.
I meant like the heater.
You guys are making me flustered right now.
I'm sorry.
Somebody else talk.
Okay, so
I'm
you
talking too
you
much.
clearly don't want to be a GM. That's fine.
I don't want to do it.
That is fine.
I don't wanna do it.
He's getting too hot for his own jacket right now.
Stats, what would you do if
Can't
you
handle.
were the GM for New York?
He would hire all of Arizona Cardinals players.
Guys, I don't know
and
if you've
change
ever
the name and move the team to Arizona.
Guys, I don't know if you've ever played fantasy football with me or not. However, have you really not?
No, I don't play fantasy.
He,
football.
I wasn't kidding. He would hire.
Well, what I would
everybody
do
from Arizona.
is do exactly what I do for
They're all
fantasy
Arizona?
football. I name my team the Arizona Cardinals,
Oh my gosh.
and I draft all the Arizona players, and I leave them there even in the bye week. And I check back near the end of the season, see how I did.
It's all about the bench stats.
Okay. So everybody this year has to pick a team. I get Cleveland.
I got Arizona. Had to
what?
get that one in there real quick.
To be the GM.
Our fantasy football league this year. You pick a team and you have to pick everybody on that team.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, we're opening it up. Guys, we have
That's not fantasy football.
We
That's
have-
real football.
we have
Yeah.
we have 30 spots available right now because there are 2 of us already in the league, and so there's 30 other spots. If you want to participate,
You can only do up to 12.
You can draft.
We'll have 3 leagues.
We'll have multiple leagues. They'll all have the same settings, and whoever has the highest score at the end will win. It's gonna be awesome.
I like it.
Also, Jackson
You wanna
Meadows
play?
says the brown peanut M&M is the best.
This is the dumbest thing I've heard.
On
today.
YouTube.
Huh? Oh, on the YouTube.
On
thread.
the YouTube.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell him I'll save him a brown one. He probably heard. I'll save you a brown
He'll
one.
save you a brown one.
Nah, go ahead and tell him in there. He
I'll
might
tell
not
him
hear
here
it.
too.
I just want him to make sure he gets the message. I'll get it out.
Not a lot left.
Yeah, just don't set it. I'll probably eat that on accident.
Yeah, fine. We'll get M&M to send us some more of these. Shout out to our sponsor M&M, Peanut M&Ms. Thank you for yet another box that we got from them
And being the best.
by paying for this.
by paying money.
It's a unique sponsorship. Not a lot of people are doing it these days, but kind of
Yeah.
pioneers of it.
If you're a company or a brand or anything and you want to partner with us, the way that we do this right now is we purchase your product and then we promote it on the show. And so it's a win-win for you in multiple levels, and it's really not a win for us.
We get to
It's
enjoy
a
it.
compromise.
Other than it's a we have decided as influencers in the social media world, we feel it's better that we are promoting quality products as opposed to promoting our own name. And so we're more about bringing you quality, bringing you fun, and bringing you laughter than making money. That's why we're still here after 14 months. Oh,
Oh,
Hey, we got this sick table now, though.
This is
We
amazing.
got 6
table.
sponsors. I mean, we're taking off.
Adidas sent me those shoes last week. They sent me another pair today. I opened up and said, "Did you guys send me more shoes? Are you kidding me right now?" I'll bring them next week.
This is amazing.
Y'all are gonna be real excited about them. I'm pretty pumped. Giants and Redskins.
I didn't see this one.
Yeah, so I threw this one out there. I think this is a great option. When we were talking the NCAA, when the March Madness tournament was almost there and we were picking our uniform bracket, I picked who did I picked Duke to win over in the first round. It was a Florida team and another team, and I was like, who is this slash team? I don't know who it is. And then you guys were like, no, it's 2 teams, to which, for whatever reason, I was like, wait, they combined a team? What is it? They invited the homeschool kids to be a part of this?
There wasn't enough kids.
Yeah, what I didn't register, I don't know why, was that there was a game that still had to be played, and the winner of would be playing Duke. Sorry.
Hang in there.
They
Yeah.
just started that a couple years ago, correct? I mean, they didn't always.
So it's like a wild card.
They haven't always
Yeah,
done
kind
that.
of. And it's I don't know. The whole thing's weird because there was also like an 11 seed that they had to do that too.
It's 2 11 seeds and 2 16 seeds.
Which makes no sense.
How are you an 11 seed?
Why not-
And you have to play to get in?
Why not bump out the 16 seed and make the 2 11 seeds an 11 and a 12?
Oh, there's an idea.
Huh.
You must be a doctor.
I can tell you why.
Okay.
You're that doctor that diagnosed the M&Ms.
Oh,
You're
Here I am.
famous. Okay, so what if the Redskins and the Giants merged? Would that be a better team or a worse team?
What would the mascot be? Because I think a lot of people would be happy that the Redskin name is gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody can be
giant
PC.
skins.
They'd have to call them the Pancakes.
Giants.
I like the giant skins.
Fine, we'll call them the Giant Skins Pancakes.
The giant skin giant.
What's with the pancakes?
We gotta mix in the pancakes somehow. I like pancakes. Did you not know that?
Yeah, I know that,
Oh.
but
He's really craving the pancakes tonight.
I'm sorry, guys. My fault. We started talking about New York. You said it's too cold, and I argued pancakes.
there's more to New York than the pancakes.
No, you lies, lies.
It's a big city.
It's a big city, and there's a lot of pancakes in a cool donut store.
That's it.
all New York's got, though.
Forget everything you know about New York.
Guys,
Name one other thing that's there. I do it. I dare you. Can't do it.
can't do it.
And we got a doctor in the room.
Tyson Little Rose, because it's the worst at-large team. What? Oh, that's the at-large teams are the worst ones that have to play the game together. Play against each other to see who gets... I cannot get this out. Tyson, help me. The rest of the 11 and 16 seeds are either automatic bids or better at-large teams. Okay.
True.
Then why is it an 11? Why is not a 12, 13, or 14, or 15 worse than an 11?
Or why not a number 2? Well, there's probably people you could argue who should be number 1, who's number 2. Make them fight it out early.
Yeah.
It's dumb. D-U-M dumb.
Maybe that's what they should do with football. Take the number 1 and the number 2 and make them play each other
Early.
every week. You don't know who you're going to face until the next week, and you know your seeding.
Ooh.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
That's an interesting concept I just threw out on the table.
Groundbreaking.
Somebody document that because ESPN's going to steal it, and then the NCAA is going to do it. And we're going to have to go back and timestamp it and be like, no, we said it first, and they'll be like, sorry, it doesn't matter. And we're like, just give us some M&Ms, we'll be fine.
We'll pay for them. Don't worry.
We'll buy them. We just want you to acknowledge that you're giving us our bought M&Ms. Here, just hold the package and then hand it to me. Thank you.
Shake my hand with the money in hand.
So we take a picture. We're good. It'll work. All right. Nick Bosa. The Cardinals, stat guy. The Cardinals interviewed Nick Bosa.
Yeah, they did.
What are your thoughts?
Good job, guys. You interviewed somebody.
And Gruden met with Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Raiders did.
That's scary, but not surprising, really.
I still think we need an offensive line.
I don't know if that man can do anything to surprise me anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, we have this really good player. Let's
Who
get rid of him.
We've made a big contract.
Yeah.
He's got one of the biggest contracts for QBs out there. Derek Carr.
Derek Carr?
Yep.
Yeah, he signed it 2 years ago. Overrated. Dude, I really
for
like
sure.
Derek Carr.
He's a good
He's
quarterback.
got a good name.
I feel like he hasn't really had a good team around him to
Carr,
show
solid name.
himself. But
Punk.
Yeah.
he's kind of, he's wrong place, wrong time.
Pizza.
I mean, he had Jordy Nelson last year and couldn't get him anything.
Did you just say he had Jordy Nelson?
Yeah.
On the back end of his career, Green Bay dropped him.
That was because his contract was done, and they don't re-sign people in Green Bay unless your name is Donkey Rogers.
They don't re-sign old receivers.
He was still good, though, because he was out essentially 2 seasons.
But if he's that good, why did he retire?
Well, at that point, because he looked bad in Oakland because he's got a mediocre quarterback who's getting paid like a top-tier quarterback.
That's hurtful.
It
But fair.
hurts. It hurts.
But fair. I won't argue with
I mean, he's
you on this
trying.
one.
He's trying.
You know what? He is. He's
We
making
should give
an
him a
effort.
trophy.
We got one
Send it to him.
right there. Can't
Actually,
see it because the rundown. I'll hold it up.
Honorable mention is
Says
now.
Derek
blank.
Carr, laser engraved
Yeah.
participation trophy.
You're welcome. Thanks for trying hard.
as
Try hard.
as he's making his $27 million a year.
Oh. Okay, Tyson answered our question. Tyson says, in reference to the 11 and 16 game, of the at-large bids trying to get into the tournament.
We covered that.
You already said, oh, it's dumb, but there's a topic behind it, a logic behind it. They're just getting to know the kids that will be cheating their number one
Chasing.
I can't. My mic stands in the way. Nah, that's a lie. I can see it now. What are we talking about here?
To be fair, Derek Carr.
Tyson is now talking about the draft.
The draft.
Oh, he switched gears with us.
Yeah, because that was from like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, dear goodness. Tyson, I'm sorry.
Derek Carr had 4,000 yards this year. Brady had 4,300.
He had 4,000 and only won like 3 games.
It's about the stats. It's not about the win
4,000
percentage.
yards, 19 touchdowns,
Guys, it's hard to win.
381
when you have,
completions.
That's not a lot of touchdowns for that many yards.
but a lot of yards.
There was a lot of distraction this year in Oakland.
Did they just avoid the end zone?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the red zone
they couldn't
down
see it.
in Oakland, it's the baseball field, so they trip in the dirt, or they make sandcastles. One or the other. It happens. It's cons of playing in Oakland, which is why they're moving.
Hey, also, Tyson said reading's hard.
Reading is hard.
It is hard. I don't like it. I don't do it that much.
What? How many books have you read?
I read a book in 4th grade, and I read a book in 6th grade.
And you won one. You read one in seminary.
Yeah. I read the Bible.
Yeah,
Read it a lot.
That's a good one to read in seminary.
Hey.
But what?
that's the only one you need.
But there were specific books you read growing up.
Yes. So
you didn't
when-
read anything else except these 2 books.
In 4th grade, between the time of when I started school and when I graduated high school, I read the Bo Jackson book that had the cool pictures in it. I bought that in 4th grade at the book fair. Like I walked in, I was like, "This is a sick book." Yeah. So I bought that one, the Bo Jackson book. Why am I a Bo fan? Because he was huge when I was a kid, and that's the first book I ever read.
He's still huge now.
Yeah, it was about Bo Jackson. And then in 6th grade, I read a book about a football player who was a fullback, and I had to do a puppet show on it. So I had to do a book report. So I built a little sock puppet and made a little helmet. Dad actually made the helmet for me. And I put a little head on, and I went and did the puppet show. Was when I realized I am good at performing in front of people. I was like, give me another puppet. Let's do this. So then I joined the puppet team at church and became a puppeteer.
Y'all had a puppet team at church?
You're darn right we did. We traveled the world doing puppet shows.
And you
Now-
didn't bring that to Rock Point.
No.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Now they're
Just
known
making sure.
as the Sod Poodles.
Yeah, now. And that is comedy right there.
Really just elevated their game after you left. That
They-
was game changer.
Did. They said, we just lost Case. What are we going to do? Let's form a baseball team and build a stadium.
Build a giant
So,
stadium.
hey, which for me, it's one of those, it's like when you leave, if they have to replace you with a $45 million stadium and a AA team, there's something in that.
You did something right.
Yeah,
You can walk away at ease on that one.
correct. So, like, if I ever have to leave this show, there's no telling, like, the sky's the limit for y'all.
The Sock Poodles. Oh, Tyson. That's good.
Okay, so Nick Bosa, I don't think he's going to go number 1, but it's like it's a dead time in the NFL, and what else are they going to talk about? Because nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that it's off season, nothing's happening. You know what's happening? Hockey.
Quack.
Moving on.
The AAF is still happening.
Barely.
You know, the CEO came out and was like, this last week, he was like, we probably aren't going to make it unless the NFL gives us some, like, second-tier players, which makes no sense.
So basically, they want to be the NFL's garbage can.
No, like they
they already are that.
they want active players.
Yeah, it's dumb.
They want active players, like guys that suit up. They want them.
I think the concept is good to have the season during the off season.
It's good because if you got people who haven't been seen by teams, it's a good opportunity for them to actually get a shot. However, what they're doing is just taking players that are already in the league who are practice squad players. The teams see them every week. They know how good they are. We don't need to put them on the field and see them more. That's why nobody's watching the AAF. Everyone goes, "Well, I already know what they look like."
They're not taking the practice squad guys. The practice squad guys.
They're taking
the
players.
guys that all got dumped.
It's both. It's practice squad guys. It's practice squad guys who are probably going to be cut by their teams, and it's guys who couldn't find a team 2 years ago.
3 years out of college.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
Washed
fact
up.
that Johnny came back, like that's just, hats off to you for putting your life back together, but he shouldn't be playing.
No.
He just got another concussion this last week.
Yeah, he threw a pick in the red zone and tried to go for a tackle. Led with his helmet, got kneed straight in the head. It was a really pathetic attempt of a tackle.
That's why you got to tackle with your heart.
Every time.
That's right. We catch and tackle both with our heart.
Yeah.
Not your
Always.
head.
You can't catch with your head. It's
No.
very difficult. Now, Stat Guy can probably do it, but
And also that guy from the Giants.
Yeah, that guy.
it's true.
I mean, that won him a Super Bowl.
Yeah, then he shot himself.
Oh, yeah.
At the club.
Plaxico Burress.
Yep.
That's not,
It wasn't
No, it
Plaxico.
wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Plaxico.
Burris. Burris was
No.
on that team.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Forgive me,
I was
man
like,
who caught the
wait,
ball
who?
on your head. Number 87?
That wasn't
His name
Cruz.
was David something. No, it was some
No.
guy who like barely made the team that year.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a whole ESPN story on him.
I'm sure he's got a 30 for 30.
Yeah. Or it wasn't 30 for 30, but something similar.
Where are we standing?
David Tyree.
There it is.
What number was he?
I thought it was 81.
That was T.O.
He was with the Giants.
Randy Moss.
Beat you to it, Tyson. Good try.
Yeah, but
I'm
he
the
probably knew
stat
that
guy.
And
in his head.
Stat
Yeah,
Guy's
I
so
don't.
fast.
Got some fast fingers.
But yeah, the AAF is sad. I think I don't know if it's worse than the G League for NBA. I mean, same reason. Why do they have the G League? If you
I
can't
don't
make
know.
it, you can't make it in the NBA.
Do people go watch the G League?
That's what
They
can't imagine.
do kind of use that, though, as a player pool. They
training
do,
ground.
They do pull people from the G League.
That's one thing, that there's no real training ground for NFL players. I mean,
No,
the
it's
practice squad
practice squad.
is
But you're spending every week learning a different team's offense or defense to give them looks. So that's kind of tough to show what you can do in your own scheme.
yeah.
That is a challenge. How many players in the last year have been brought up from the G League to play in the NBA?
I mean, they send rookies there. They send rookies that they draft to that G League sometimes for a season. That one guy that was there for 11 seasons came up with the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
He was like
11 seasons?
30-something or 40
Wow.
almost. And he'd been in the G League forever, and they finally gave him a contract. He played for like one game, and he came out and he just like rocked it. I mean, he had like double-digit points.
Yeah, they interviewed him on Freakonomics during their sports series. It was pretty interesting.
So he played one game, had a freak game, and then that's it?
I'm not sure what happened to him after that. I mean, LeBron probably was like, all right, get this kid out of here.
To open the 18-19 season, and 40% of NBA players had played in the G League previously.
Wow.
That's a
Wow.
pretty high number.
Okay, so there is a purpose to the G League.
Just nobody really likes to watch it that much.
Well,
It's kinda like
many
the only-
people watch minor league baseball.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. They'll go to a Rough Riders game if somebody's coming back from rehab, right?
That's fair.
Or the Sod Poodles.
Or the
obviously.
Sod Poodles. We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, huge fans over here.
I know. We got to talk about NCAA first, though.
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So moving on, NCAA tournament. Maddie is leading right now. She is number one. She has 3 of 4.
Correct.
3 of 4 of her picks are going, are not going, but they are in the Final Four. She has
Michigan State, Virginia, and Texas Tech. North Carolina was the one that did not make it.
Okay. Who beat them? I can't remember.
Auburn.
Yeah. So you got Auburn is going to play Virginia, and then Duke is going to no.
Correct.
Duke. Yeah.
Oh,
Not
stop, ESPN.
Forgive me. Duke is not playing. Here's what got me. Like, Duke gets beat. Like, straight up beat. Michigan State. Sparty goes out and beats Duke. And the headline reads the next day, Zion loses. Really?
Poor guy.
Like, we're going to... I'm not surprised. But the simple fact that we're going to focus more on him than we're going to focus on the team that did win. Whatever.
It's really unfortunate that the loser is getting more of the attention than Michigan State, who is a fine team. They've done well all year.
Clearly, they're a fine team because they beat Duke.
Yeah.
But Duke's been, like... all of their games haven't been like blowouts. There's been some
No, they've been. I mean,
opportunities.
They barely beat UCF. They barely beat. Was it Virginia Tech?
Duke.
Who they beat to go to play Michigan State?
Virginia Tech.
That's
Virginia
okay.
Tech, yeah,
How about Duke?
75-73.
Okay, so they've had 3 close.
Michigan State slaughtered LSU on their Sweet 16 game, 80-63.
Wow.
Ooh.
So, but most of these
That was
teams,
a
I mean,
thump.
Gonzaga was 72-58 in their Sweet 16 over Florida State. Tech won by 20 over Michigan. That was a slaughter.
Tech's good, man.
Tech has just
It was a
pretty
good
much
game.
run over.
Yeah.
They're
Every
good.
team.
I think your choosing of Tech was wise.
I think there's a little favoritism.
A little bit.
Wise. Really? You can't say that. You never in your life get to say the word favoritism.
I never pick favorites.
Ever.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, I am dead serious. Who'd you pick to win?
On other notes, Chase Cross said hello to you.
Hey, Chase. How are you, buddy?
So Tech has won by 15, 20,
The Green Arrow.
19,
Shout out.
and 6.
Steve Burgess.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Duke wasn't.
Tech's got a good shot.
I don't feel like Duke was. They were overrated, in my personal, non-expert but Bexpert opinion. As I watched, because I watched, I did not sit out of viewership this year on the tourney. Like I have participated watching games,
Proud of
more
you.
than one, more than 2. That's right.
More than 3?
Yes.
More than 4.
Did we get double digits with you?
No.
No.
Okay.
No way.
Not because I didn't want to watch. Like the games that I did watch, I enjoyed. I legitimately enjoyed watching basketball, and there were multiple moments I was like, man, I've been missing out on some like athletic ability, like the amount of talent in that guy's body. Never did I think that about Zion. There was one time he had like 2 rebounds, and then he finally got it in. And I was like, and then he gets it in and turns around and does his little like, ooh, I'm 285 and I'm amazing. Like, really? Number one, you're that close to the goal. How did you miss twice? If you'd have got it in the first time, you wouldn't have had to rebound it twice and then put it back in.
He's just trying to skew the stats.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
I got to get to my
it's
triple.
It's a common practice.
Well, he skewed on that one, and then he flexed for everybody. I was like, you know what? As I've watched some NBA, and I compared it to the NCAA, and I watched him, and as much as they have talked about Zion and the fact that he's like a one and done and a number 1 coming out, he does not look even close to comparable to some of the major players in the NBA right now.
Whoa.
There has been, I mean, some people that are similar to his build that really haven't done much.
But there's already talks that he might get one of the largest shoe deals in the
Cough it out.
every week. M&Ms.
Every week. So
They're talking about like $100 million shoe deal for him.
His shoe deal can't be any bigger than our shoe deal, though, that we have, right?
Definitely.
Well, if he gets
Get
one,
it up there.
if he gets one free shoe, then his shoe deal is already bigger than our shoe.
whoa,
deal.
whoa,
Sponsored.
whoa. Now
Is he pioneering the shoe deal scene? We are. There's
That's
a whole
right.
scene.
we Holder and I have a podcast called All Shoes. We only talk Adidas and Jordans, but we don't wear Jordans because they're too clunky. You're
Man,
wearing
those-
socks
those
today.
are fresh.
Yeah.
Those Vans you had on in your story with the puppies?
Bark, bark with the puppies.
Yeah,
Bark,
your
bark,
stories
bark.
with the puppies.
Oh,
The
with my
boomerang
dogs.
and, then, the
Yeah,
other,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the other puppies?
Yeah.
Those were sick.
Thanks.
You had some old chewed up
Those are-
Vans on?
Yeah, those are my beaters.
Yeah.
Those were from our sponsor too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That was a sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
So as I watch him, like he's a big dude. Like he's a big, strong guy.
And he moves quick for
He does. He moves quick. He's got some good moves. He's got some good shots.
Hops.
Yeah. But again, he's how tall is the guy? 6'7"?
Yes.
6'7", 2, like to be able to get up there at 285, that's impressive. But at 6'7", your distance is not that far.
Right, but he has a 41-inch vertical.
That's
40
a lot of movement.
45 inches.
All right.
That's a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
All right, that's too much.
Why are you jumping so high?
The goal's not that high.
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, you don't play on a higher net.
yeah, it doesn't grow. Just whatever. Regardless,
Wow.
as I've watched, like just the two, and I look at like the physical stature of the guys that are superstars in the NBA compared to Zion, seems like there's a drastic gap.
Well, the good news is he doesn't have to play any defense because nobody plays defense in the NBA.
That's right. So Curry goes off and hits 9 threes in a row. He was open the whole time. Like there were guys, like at one point, like he's shooting from the outside, and there are two defenders standing there, and they like looked at each other and like, oh, I think he's gonna shoot. And one turned and was like, oh crap, and tried to jump over there because he gets the ball and he's like, well, I guess no one's gonna card me.
Buckets.
Well, so they were talking on ESPN today that the three of the four teams that have made it to the Final Four are defensive teams. Shocker.
Tech.
Go defense.
Maybe that's why they're smoking people because nobody's scoring.
They are.
They are. They are.
But yeah, the other teams ain't. I feel it's gonna be tough with Michigan State. That momentum coming off that Duke win.
Yeah.
That's
the success train may slow down.
Yeah.
Because Duke didn't play a lot of defense.
I don't know if they know what that word means.
You might ask.
Hey, we could ask them.
We could ask. And then UCF had a good game, I heard, because against Duke, because their coach obviously played for Duke, was like he's in their like Hall of Fame or retired number, or he was a big deal, and it was the Duke coach, like one of his players. So like he knows the system inside and out, was able to strategically come up with a game plan that put them in a good position to at least compete, and they were darn near close. Like they should have won that game.
Yeah.
So.
Been a lot of overtime games this March Madness tournament. I don't remember if it's always been this many overtime games. But
Tyson says, in reference to the tournament right now, pretty sure Tech still has the highest winning margin in the tourney, even after the close game versus Zaga. Then he says, hey, Tim. And then he goes on to say, Zion may not have a position in the NBA. He could be Barkley with better handles, or could be Zach Randolph. I don't know who that is.
That's a basketball player?
Well, oh, thanks. I've heard the argument that he's a more athletic Barkley build, who was very successful back in the day, except he played against Jordan, and so it kind of skews his name.
Yeah, different league for sure.
Yeah, different time, different day, definitely different shoes. I think.
But then he was in Space Jam, so
he was.
Will Zion be in Space Jam too?
No, because LeBron is heading that up. There's no way LeBron's going to give any of that to anybody else. Speaking of shoe deals, did you know that Reebok almost signed LeBron as a draftee for $75 million, and then Nike took him for $90?
Wow.
So
the shoes are still ugly. That's all I know.
Terribly ugly.
The LeBron,
terribly
they're
ugly.
so bad.
What about the LeBroins? What if we made some groin sleeves called LeBroins?
That would be fun.
Do you think we could get him to be our spokesperson?
Probably not.
It's all right. ESPN just took it.
We could ask.
Did y'all hear what happened to the Ball brothers? They
that's a sad story.
All separated from.
Yeah, actually,
no, we don't want to send it back.
No, that's actually kind of sad.
Okay.
Like money was stolen from the family, and their business partner like stole like multiple millions.
Ooh, I did hear about this.
Yeah, and so like,
it was a shoe deal.
So Lonzo's no longer wearing Big Baller Brand. He's with Nike.
As nobody should.
Wow.
So it's actually a horrible thing because it involves family, and so like I think Lonzo and his dad are kind of at odds.
I think all the kids and dad are at odds right now. Like they've all.
He's managing LaMelo, and he's going overseas.
The worst thing was when they started selling shoes for $300.
They were ugly.
Who? Come on. I honestly, I don't feel bad for as much as that dude runs his mouth about junk. I don't feel bad at all.
Fair enough.
Little word that starts with a K. I think we all know it.
Canoe.
There it is.
If you don't know what that means, you're gonna have to go back 2 episodes.
Not the word I was thinking of, but if the shoe fits,
canoe it.
It's a canoe.
If the shoe fits, canoe it.
That's right.
That's our new T-shirt.
And we know a lot about shoes, so it's just how it is. Moving on from, do we have anything else we want to say about who's gonna? Let's say who's gonna take it. I picked Virginia to win, but I think Tech's gonna take this thing. I think Tech's defense and just their run right now. I think they're so hot, and their uniforms. It's like that Hansel. He's so hot right now. You're not gonna stop him. Virginia, great team, but I think they're an ambi-turner. They can't turn right, and it's gonna catch them, and Hansel's gonna take it
every time.
What do you think?
I'm actually gonna go with Auburn. I'm gonna go with the underdog.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a wise pick.
Because all 4 of my Final Four aren't in, so I'm going with Auburn.
You know who played at Auburn?
Charles Barkley.
There you go.
Bo Jackson. Oh.
Cam Newton.
See, I am catching up. I am
didn't
running
know
hard,
that.
and I am catching up on basketball competency.
You did it.
You are the blue M&M of basketball knowledge.
Not true, but I'll take the orange.
I'll settle.
I'll
You're
settle
definitely
for
not the
orange.
brown.
I'm definitely not the
Definitely.
brown, and I'm making my way
You
up.
were last
So-
year. This time last year, you were the brown.
Do you guys know the gender of the blue and the green M&M?
No.
The blue is a boy.
Correct.
Green is a girl.
That's right.
And a boy. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, I watched the commercials.
Yeah.
Maddie says Michigan State's going to win.
Well,
Well,
that's who she
I'm
picked.
scared for
It
that
says
game
it.
for
I'm just
sure.
saying what it said on the feed.
Yeah. No, I'm validating. Yes,
And right now she's
she
winning.
said that
so
multiple times. Maddie, I don't know how you've done it, but congratulations.
I have a
Hats
short
off to you.
explanation.
Cheating.
What is it?
When she picked Maryland, it's because her brother likes it. When she chose LSU, it's because it's in the SEC. Minnesota is where Julia Moffett now lives, and she was born in Michigan, so she used Michigan State. So those are just like a brief explanation of a couple of her decisions and how she decided.
She has a personal relationship with every one of her picks.
That seems to be about right.
So
incredible.
she's cheating.
And Julia Moffett is also on the show
inside
No,
information.
it's kind of like Jesus with the whole church. Like he has an individual relationship with all of us, and Maddie has an individual relationship with those teams she picked,
Every team.
which would speak into that whole predestination thing. Paul writing. I'm just
now. Went
And welcome back to Bush
to the
League
next
theology.
next
guys,
level
I told you
theology.
I've read 3 books in my life. Bo Jackson, that other football book in the Bible.
I like that you don't know what one of the book's names is.
I did a
I've
puppet show with it
There's
though.
only 3.
Yeah, there's only 3, and you only know 2 of the names. Proud of you.
Yep. Thank you. I've read more books now at this point in my life. I
Present him with the trophy. Proud.
I'm proud of you.
this
Proud
is what we
moment.
call the canoe cup.
Canoe
To get all the water out of your canoe once it starts taking on water.
Bailing us out, guys. Just bailing us out.
Also, Julia Moffett is in full support of how Maddie picked her picks.
I love it. Clearly
According
it works.
to the thread. 'Cause
It works.
It works.
Hey, what I know is we chose off of uniforms, and Tech has a legit shot.
Yeah.
We just didn't pick them to win, and we should have.
It's okay.
Oops.
Well, okay. Burning Bush League theology. That's kind of funny. Good job, Tyson.
He's on point today.
He is all over it. Anything else NCAA basketball that we want to put on the table and kick around for a minute?
Is it over yet?
No.
Darn near
It
close.
is not. April 8th.
Man, we got another
That's gonna be on
7
during our
days
show.
of this.
You think our ratings will be as high as
No.
the final?
Even higher.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be?
Cool. Just asking.
You got to go in with
Should we
confidence, man.
live commentary the NC?
Oh gosh, nobody wants
Heck
that.
no.
And then we got this
No.
guy over here who just shot a basket and he missed it, and a rebound by that guy.
We know nobody's name, but we got some snacks.
And we'll talk about uniforms
Oh.
and shoes.
That's the show that we should do live in the pub, because it'll give us other things to talk about. Okay, no, let's move on. That's a dumb idea. Let's smoke.
It's what?
Smoke. It means
Smoke.
let's move and smoke it at the same time. Let's get it there quickly. Smoke.
Interesting.
Dude, it's how you save syllables.
Did it?
Well, no, it didn't, because I had to go back and explain the whole thing because you're not keeping up with save syllables. It's a whole movement.
I don't
We
know
got
how-
an app.
I don't know how many
It's
times
a
we got to
movement.
tell him.
Yeah, we got a
It's
whole app,
movement.
but it doesn't say app. It just says A, because we're saving syllables. You got to be on the inside to know. All right, MLB, it's back. Opening day. Thank goodness Rangers got smoked by Chicago. What a shock, because, wow. Who had
We
the
turned it around, though.
who had the dinosaur come out and throw a pitch?
That was the Rangers.
That was us.
Okay, that's
the
what-
Rangers.
I thought that's who it was. So, whoever thought of that?
Probably John Daniels.
That's yep. So,
Probably.
Yu Darvish did not have a good outing against the Rangers. Shocker. Here's one thing I will say. The fact that we don't have Darvish anymore, that's saying something of note.
Okay.
Instead, we have a whole list of no names now who people we've never heard of.
Name a Rangers pitcher.
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't.
Guy pitching today, Smiley.
Seriously?
Yeah. He 2 innings in, he already had 58 pitches today.
That's a lot.
2 innings, 58 pitches.
How many balls?
A lot.
How many walks? A lot.
2 or 3.
In 2 innings?
Yeah.
That's bad.
We're
Wow.
only down 2-1.
Who's pitching right now?
No name number 55.
No, that's Ryan Presley.
Okay.
That's my boy.
Exactly. No name.
Well, how do you know
Whoa.
him? You just said name one pitcher.
No. Oh, we're talking about for the Rangers. I thought you were talking about for the Astros.
When did we start talking about the Astros? Did I miss that?
I don't know.
That's what we're playing.
All of a sudden,
we're
things
playing
shifted
the Astros.
on us.
Hang on.
We're playing the Astros.
Jesse Chavez, Kyle Dowdy,
You name it pitchers.
Gomez, Kelly, Leclerc, Lynn, Martin,
Asuna's
Miller,
pitching right now.
Who's our closer?
Minor, Sampson,
Good question.
Springs, and Volquez.
But Presley did pitch he pitched 1.1 innings. 1 strikeout.
One
That's
innings, 1 strikeout. Is this
my boy.
They have instituted the fact that when you come in, you have to face 3 batters.
That's
correct?
next year.
That's next year. Okay, that they aren't instituting the pitch clock though, right?
No. That has not been agreed upon yet.
They do that in the minors though, correct?
Yes.
So anybody that would experience that has experienced that in the past.
Maybe. Not some of the older players. That's only been a rule for like 2 seasons.
Oh, so that's a new thing across the board. It hasn't been something they've been utilizing in the minors for some time.
Correct.
Okay. I did not know that. Thank you for catching me up there.
I'm here for you.
Appreciate
Harper.
it. Bryce Harper, he finally hits a home run in game 3.
He finally
innings.
got a hit.
Yeah.
So he goes 0 for I don't know how many.
7.
And finally makes it into the 7th inning of the 3rd game and hits a bomb. And then come to find out his wife's now pregnant. So congratulations, Harper. You got a home run and you got a baby coming.
It was hilarious that in his first game, his 4th at bat, Phillies fans are already booing him.
Yeah, booing.
I think that is. I don't like Harper very much. He's all right. I'm just not a fan. But what I hate more is Philadelphia.
Ooh.
I ranted about it on the text thread. I'm going to rant about it on the show. But this place stinks. All right. It's full of DKs everywhere.
That's a canoe.
Yeah, thank you.
If you didn't know.
I mean,
Wait, when did our canoe start with a K?
today. It's that guy.
Where have you been?
Donkey Kong?
That was earlier.
I know,
Okay.
that's why I was like, it's full of Donkey Kongs?
Call
If
them
you-
whatever you
Why are we
want.
talking
They
about Donkey
stink.
Kong?
If you don't read a lot of books, you don't spell that well. You always spell were, where.
You
And you
s-
always spell where, were. It's just how it is. And so when you spell canoe, you use a K to distinguish between a normal canoe and the canoe we're referring to.
Correct.
You have to have a distinguishing mark.
Regardless, why do these fans boo him after 1 game? It's opening day. How many people go 0 for 3 in their first game?
Because majority of the people that showed up probably know nothing about baseball.
That's
It was all about the hype.
it. You're right.
Hey,
But they're still all Philadelphians, and they all stink.
what I do know is after he hit his home run, he came out for an encore.
That is a DK move
Seriously?
if I ever heard one.
Yep. He went in the dugout, came back out of the dugout, took the helmet off, waved it around, and went back in the dugout.
It's one
And he
home
said, "Bring
run.
in the championship back to DC, baby."
Yeah. I was embarrassed. I think it was a 1-run home run. I think nobody was
Solo
on.
shot.
Solo
mean,
shot.
he-
Came out for the encore.
He did give him this. He cranked it
Oh, dude, he smoked that
like
ball.
460 feet.
He crushed
Longest one of the season.
it. Crushed
so far.
it.
Yeah, out of 4 games, the longest hit. So like, let's all calm down.
We're all ecstatic right now.
What we should be talking about is Christian Yelich, who in the first 4
Do it.
games has had a home run in each of those games. Since All-Star break, he has hit like 373.
Sounds like the Trevor Story
Yeah,
talk.
when he came up 2-3 years ago.
Yep.
Trevor Story is from, do you know where?
He's from Irving.
Yeah, his grandma actually lives in the same place that Ryan's grandma lives. How do you like that?
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, kind of nifty. Got some grandma friends.
Hey, Bryce Harper's hitting 333 right now. That's not bad.
That's in
He's got
4
1 hit.
games.
He has 2 home runs actually already.
Does he really?
Mhm.
How many at-bats he have?
9.
How's
and two hits.
3 hits, 333 batting average. So
you got
that
2
means
home
he has to
runs.
get
What's
on
the other
third
one?
of the
Single.
time. He's got a double and 2 home runs.
Dang,
how many
that ain't
strikeouts?
bad.
How many strikeouts? He has
6.
If you ain't swinging, you ain't trying.
3 strikeouts.
So he's even on
and
strikeouts
4
and hits.
walks. Hey, he's getting on base.
Yeah, 4 walks.
What's his OB?
It's actually pretty good.
538. Slugging is 1.111.
Gets on base.
Lots of ones.
Gets on base.
Gets on base.
How's
That's what we're paying him
OPS
for.
1650. OPS plus 303.
What's his WAR?
Sorry, can't help you.
What's his WARs with a K?
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong stat. You're looking for the K.
You gotta find the K in the WAR. Not the K, not the single K, but the WAR.
How many Ks are we looking for?
I don't know. What is it?
It's not on here.
I'm asking Moonlight. He's looking at it.
Oh no, I'm looking up Christian Yelich.
Oh, you just moved on.
No,
Yeah.
he's looking up sod poodle stats.
Which I did today.
Wonderful.
Read the whole roster. Pulled everybody up. Checked the batting averages. We got some decent guys.
Yep.
Anybody worth naming?
Their third baseman, I think his name is Hunter Potts.
Nope, it's Hudson Potts.
Hudson Potts. Thank you. Forgive me. Is from, anybody know where he's from?
South Lake.
That's right. So Potts from South Lake.
That's my patient.
I feel like I've heard this name before come out of Moonlight's mouth.
I've talked about
Fine.
him before.
What prospect is he?
once or twice.
He's pretty high up there. I don't know. Okay, maybe I don't know his stats backwards and forwards. Like
That's
the
fine.
Sod
I hope he's
Poodles
not watching
expert.
the show.
So he is the number 15 prospect for the Sod Poodles. They have 7 of the top 30 that are playing in Amarillo right now.
The Padres are loaded
Yeah.
with young players.
So 7 of the top 30, 7 of their top 30 are playing in Amarillo. Does that make sense?
That's a lot of math. Hang on.
Way too many numbers, dude.
So I'm not saying
Can
like
you say that exact
I'm not
same
saying
thing, just
through,
30?
I'm not saying throughout all of baseball the
So-
top 30.
So if you carry the one,
Their 30 guys, of their 30 top prospects coming through the system, they put 7 of those guys in Amarillo playing with the Sod Poodles.
but how many triples do they have?
Where's the rest?
This spread out, AAA, and then throughout the rest of the system. So Potts actually he's fairly new walking in, and so like when you go through his stats, like he didn't hit all that well in AA, but he's only been there for like 22 games.
Mm-hmm.
He hit incredibly well throughout the other 4 steps leading up to AA. Like the dude was crushing the ball and then came up for 22 games.
Yeah.
Struggled a little bit, and so hopefully we'll see something different.
He's only 20.
Yeah, super young. Played in Florida?
No. California.
Okay. Fair enough.
Wrong league, right?
What school?
He didn't go to school.
Oh, he just went straight.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he was drafted when he was 17.
Okay. Anyways, going through the whole thing, they've got a solid team. There's multiple guys who are batting high 300s for their career. The guys that aren't are like high 200s, low 300s. They look loaded on paper. So,
And they get on base.
and they get on base.
Hey, they're gonna be in town next month.
They will be in town next month. They open their season at home on the 7th, I believe, of April. So that's coming up. That game's actually sold out. I tried to get tickets. Can't do it. Sold out.
How much were those tickets?
Like they're like 10 to 16 bucks. They're super cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah. So
They play on the 4th against Corpus Christi,
we're gonna go the 4th.
but their first home game is the 8th against Midland.
So I wasn't even remotely close.
You're
They
a
do
day
play
off.
on the 7th.
You had the month right? That's all that matters.
I
They
had the
do
team
play
right.
on the 7th.
You had the sport right.
I had the sport, the team, and the town right. And I called him. What did I call him? Hunter.
Hunter.
And his name is Hudson.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think you're thinking of Hunter Pence.
Yeah. Is Hunter Pence? Did he make the roster?
He did.
Okay. What's position is he playing?
No idea.
Outfield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays outfield somewhere.
DH?
I think he's right field.
How old
he's
is
listed
Pence?
as. Oh wait, who are we talking about?
Hunter Pence.
100 pence.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought we were still talking about.
Potts?
Yeah, he's an infielder.
Yeah, he's third
Yeah,
baseman.
He's a third baseman. Dude, the Sod Poodles' first baseman is 6'6",
Nice.
and he's like 265.
Oh, he's a
He
big boy.
is a mammoth of a man.
He's like what's the guy for a judge?
Yeah. He's not like Frank Thomas big, but
Yeah.
knocking on the door. That dude was. That's a table, but that joker was big. Okay, Kinsler goes yard. Speaking of the Sod Poodles, their big league club, the Padres. So Kinsler's first at bat in a Padres uniform takes it out of the park. I mean, yanked that thing opening day, crushed it. It was one of those, like, as he's swinging, you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
And
He's still got it.
Yeah.
He's been playing
Big
well
play.
for a long time.
yeah, his bat was down last year. I think he hit 249 last season. Will you look that up? That's not bad.
Not for a down year.
But he's averages
teams.
like 279, 280 plus throughout his career, and this is year number 14.
Yeah, he gets on
For
base.
Kinsler? He gets on base. He won a gold glove last year. His bat was down a little bit, but
Really?
he gold gloved it. His second gold glove of his career. Interesting enough.
And I feel like we as a collective, not like us here, but collectively, people forget about defensive stats and like how important that is. And so, like, that's why I don't really like this craze about Harper, because Harper doesn't really bring anything defensively. His defensive WAR is like is negative, I believe.
Well, he's because he was playing right field. Do you know what he is naturally?
Bad
No. Do you know what he came up as?
catcher.
Yeah, he came up as a catcher
Then why isn't he catching?
because they wanted to save his knees to bat and run.
Yeah.
Because
How's that going?
the dude from
300 mil.
33 right now.
the dude from San Fran,
Posey?
what? Yeah, Buster Posey. Like, they didn't want that to happen to him. Buster was lights out early in his career, and then he's worn
He's
out
really good in
because
college too.
that's a difficult position to play for the duration of your career, unless you're like Pudge or
Piazza.
yeah. So it's just like that's a hard place to be. You're gonna take a beating like you don't take anywhere else. You think they take a beating out in right field?
It's a lot less, as the hits are a lot less than it used to be with the rule changes.
But still, just
Trout plays
the knees
center
for
field.
sure.
simply squatting
Yeah.
for 3 hours, which not 3 straight hours, but you're up and down like that
Well, that's just
over and over and over and over and over.
That's just during the game. That's not even.
Yeah, that's not your warm ups. That's not. It's just that's a lot.
I don't want to play
I'm
that.
still saying he is worse in that position than the average right fielder.
Stat it.
Okay. Also, hot sports take from Chase Cross. The Rangers will never win a World Series until they get relocated and become the new Sod Poodle. New Sod Poodles.
So
Let's pack it up, boys. Pack it up.
the Green Arrow is
Green
promoting
Arrow
a
has
move to
taken-
Amarillo, a merge with the Padres, a name change. I'm all for it. Let's do this thing.
Name change. We are the Sod
I
We
love
don't
it.
need that new stadium we're
Hey,
building.
Sod Poodles, shout out to you once again. If you guys don't know who they are, they're the AA club that just moved to Amarillo. It's this huge phenomenon moving across the nation, kind of centrally located in Amarillo.
Pioneers.
Yeah, super pioneers. So now we've gone from having boots, a steak that's really big, 2 coffee shops that are world renowned,
Pancakes.
the home of my birth. Obviously, this is a big deal. Our pancakes aren't as good as New York.
They're getting there.
I mean,
They're trying.
hey, if you ain't
cheating-
trying,
No.
you ain't cheating. Wait, if you.
Hold on.
I just said it wrong. My bad. Regardless, check out
The
the Sod
truth is in
Poodles. We're huge fans. We are the official, unofficial podcast of the Sod Poodles. They just won't respond because I told them, and they won't say. Okay,
They're sending
thanks.
us some gear, right?
They're-
Sponsoring
yeah,
us, right?
They are gonna send us some gear. They just don't know it yet. And this will be our first freebie.
The check's. Oh, I was gonna say the check is in the mail.
No, we're shifting gears. Here's my thing. If I reach out, just simple DM. For example, when Edelman got pegged with his 4-game suspension, I sent him a message, very kind. Hey man, doesn't change my opinion. Huge fan, work ethic off the chart. I think credible player. Excited to see what happens in your career. Crickets. I still haven't heard from him. Still. How do you think I feel about that? A little small, a little degraded. Am I still a fan? Yeah. Is he still my favorite player? Absolutely. If he DMs me tomorrow, will I be excited? Yeah. I'm going to say it on the show. I'm going to read it out loud. I'm going to wear an Edelman jersey.
Whoa.
Well, I'm going to paint 11 on my chest, and it's going to be mine, but
Yeah, jerseys are expensive.
Yeah.
They just don't. They don't fit right.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm not
not
gonna do
worth
that.
it.
I'm not a jersey guy in terms of, like, I'm not going to go purchase another person's jersey and then wear it.
Yeah,
It's
just some weird.
But what I will do is be a huge fan of,
Sod Poodles.
yeah, like I got my dad a Beltray jersey that was signed.
Ooh.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Like do something like that. That was a cool present.
Did he wear it?
It's still wrapped, I think. But he's definitely worn it. So anyway, Sod Poodles, go check them out. Get some gear. They're gonna send us some stuff in a puppy pound box. It's gonna be awesome. Animal cage box, whatever that box is.
After we buy it. After we pay for
Correct. Yeah, we got to pay for it first, and then they're going to send it. It's going to be a great sponsorship. So, moving on. NBA, here we go. LeBron, if you don't know, Lebroin has been shut down. Nobody cares because they should have shut him down to start the season.
Oh.
Heyo.
Maybe a little
Hot
harsh.
take.
I don't know.
G League.
G League. Can you see LeBron playing in the G League? Hey, man, your groin just needs some help. Why don't you go play with the G's? They got Gatorade there. And what did they used to drink when it was the D League?
Powerade.
Dr. Pepper? Donkey?
Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder?
They couldn't afford the name
Off
brand stuff.
brand.
Come on, man.
Well,
Wait,
fair
that's
enough.
the old like Walmart brand, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the Sam's Club brand.
Yeah, that's Walmart.
I know.
Walmart on
Guys,
steroids.
it's April 1st.
I think it was actually the Walgreens.
Couple things from Tyson. The old Pancake
Walmart, too.
Station. He wants to argue that Amarillo is solid. And then he got a autographed Tech jersey. So shout out Tyson. And the autograph from Tech. Moving on. Harden breaks a triple-double record. I saw that, but you said he's already surpassed whoever it is they said he passed.
Yeah.
Will somebody look that back up? Because I read it yesterday.
I mean, he surpassed somebody. With 50-point triple doubles.
There it is.
That's what it was.
That's
okay.
what it was. I didn't realize they counted that much in basketball.
I mean, there's a stat for everything.
They count it almost as much as baseball.
Yeah.
Fourth.
Baseball definitely has more, but
Fourth all time on 50-point games. He's got 18 of them.
who's keeping track of that?
I don't know, but
Somebody.
when we shifted from MLB to NBA, the viewership went down
Immediately.
Here we go.
instantaneously.
Here's the awesome stat. He made a NBA record fifth 50-point triple-double, which is 2 more than second place Russell Westbrook. Also made
Take that.
7 3-pointers to become the 9th player in NBA history to reach 2,000 career threes. Who the heck cares?
Oh my gosh.
That is just who wrote this? Because they should no longer have a job.
Well, that was actually my pitch for this in my first article I've ever put out about the NBA, but
No. Bad timing.
Oops.
Well, you can go back to your sports show.
yeah, I've always got that for me. I got M&M's in my Adidas deal. It's an awesome deal. I get to pick whatever shoe I want, and all I have to do is pay for it.
And the right size. It fits every time.
Yeah, if it doesn't, if I don't like it, I can return it. Huh?
What do you know?
They give me my money
All
back.
I have to do is pay for the shipping to send it back to them.
It's not a
but
big
that's-
deal at all.
It's super simple.
Super easy. Have y'all seen the Harden State Farm commercial where he blows up that dude's kitchen?
Yes.
That's pretty
I
funny.
have not seen that one.
Oh.
I enjoyed it.
Sorry.
Then he's talking about his beard. I am glad that Aaron Rodgers was finally on an insurance commercial, or wasn't on a commercial that I saw. I was excited about that. I was like, man. And then listen to him talk. He just seems like a cool dude with a sick beard.
So you got him. You got Houston going
I'm taking Houston all the way.
all the way.
That dude is so hot right now.
No, it's gonna be Golden State again.
I beg to differ.
They have not looked the same, but they still have looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The Warriors don't look angelic like they used to.
Yeah, but they're a playoff team.
That's true.
It is true they have played and won
I
more
feel like-
playoff games in the last 4 years than any other team.
I feel like we say this about a certain somebody in the NFL,
Hmm. Who would that be?
and
Well,
him and
go
they
Cardinals.
don't disappoint every year.
and he retired today, so
But he did start his Twitter career, which
you
is
go.
taking off. You're welcome.
I mean people were saying the same thing about the Patriots this past year, like, oh, they're having a down year, they don't look as good, and
Literally.
they killed everybody in the playoffs. That's gonna be Golden State.
Did you just compare Golden State to Tom Brady?
Yes.
How dare you?
Have you seen Steph Curry?
Can I ask a question?
I have not.
Have
only on
you
TV.
seen Kevin Durant?
Can I ask a
Also,
question?
no, only on TV.
I've seen both of them. They look pretty good. Can I ask a question? How is it?
Raise your hand.
If I say no, will you still ask it?
Go ahead, Case.
Thank you. How is it that the media chooses the guy to focus on? In the NFL, it's the donkey.
Mm-hmm.
They focus on how great he is, and he does not. He's just not winning. He's not being successful. He's like, it's just not going well. And the guy that they keep saying is washed up and it's over and he's hit the cliff, he keeps going back year after year after year. And then let's take that to the NBA. Like, we focus on Lebroin all the time, which that dude's there a lot. Like, he's got a lot more success than Aaron Rodgers does, by far.
Yes.
To go to 8 finals in a row and to be that competitive to win 3 of them, 3 of the 8.
He's won 3 of 9.
He's won 3 of 9, but 8 consecutive.
Yes.
And then the 9th one was not a consecutive, right? There was a
Correct.
space in between the run. That run of 8, that's impressive. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
To go to that many in a row. I mean, just incredible. But at the same time, the team that keeps winning, we don't highlight them a lot. And again, the media, like what you were saying, like they keep saying, like, I think you just won me over. The simple fact that it's like the team that we keep going, they keep winning. When does the media catch on and they're like, oh wait, maybe we should talk about those guys?
Yeah, because right now
Never.
ESPN is hot on Harden and Houston. People think Houston's going to win, but I'm sticking with Golden State until they prove me otherwise. Why should you choose anybody else than Golden State?
I have no argument.
The bad boys are back, baby. Detroit's in the playoffs.
But I do
Okay.
think that Harden has taken the MVP.
Quack.
He's had an incredible season.
There's no question.
Yep.
Like, you can't.
Tim Bales.
The dude's been awesome.
Yeah.
Tim Bells as well.
And Luka is taking Roy,
Yeah.
He's
so-
going to be Roy.
which
So Mvip and Roy.
And Roy. We all
Are
like Roy.
I like Roy way better.
who was it that came
Good
out?
guy.
Did you see who was it? Ben Simmons who came out just today that said
Yep.
Luka, which he won it last year.
Yeah, in his third year, he won Rookie of the Year.
I don't get it. Must have been in the G League.
Is that why you argued that you wanted? Goodness gracious, our boy, the dude playing
Mhm,
quarterback
mhm,
for the Chiefs,
mhm.
Mahomes,
Patrick
Pat Mahomes. Is that why you said early in the season or like later in the season, you're like, hey, I wish they counted this as his rookie year because he didn't start his rookie year like he started like the last game or two?
I think the last game.
Yeah, so like he had very, very, very little action during year 1. Which talk about some vision. I don't mean to switch us to NFL for a minute, but Andy Reid having the vision from, okay, this guy's got 1 game under his belt, and it was a throwaway game. 1 game under the belt to go, we're getting rid of the guy who's been leading the charge and been very successful here in KC for a good amount of time. Like, quality quarterback and Alex Smith, like, they could have kept him and kept on with the educational process, but go, no, we're burning the ships. Go ahead and go, Alex. We love you. Thank you so much, but good luck playing with Gruden's little brother. And we're going to go with Pat Mahomes because he's our guy. To say that at the end of the season, to have the foresight of what was going to happen, dear goodness,
Yeah.
that man's a coach.
He certainly is a coach.
I will say this. I think it was an easy choice for him
Definition.
because that is the career story of Alex Smith. Hey, you're doing really good. Okay, bye. You're done.
That's true.
It's kind of similar to Bledsoe, but he just got injured instead.
No, Bledsoe wasn't that good.
He was mediocre and then got injured.
The only time that somebody was like, we're sticking it out with Bledsoe is when he came to Dallas.
And then
Go Cowboys.
he
And-
got injured.
And
then
he got
Romo.
injured, and we brought in Elbow Pad Johnson. Was he before or after
No, that was
Bledsoe?
Romo. Romo filled in.
Elbow Pad Johnson. When was he there?
He was there after Bledsoe.
We just said Romo.
Now I'm confused. but
Elbow Pad
Brett-
Johnson started.
Wait, which Johnson are we talking about?
the one with the elbow
Are
pad.
talking about Brad Johnson?
Yeah.
Brad Johnson then became a backup for Romo.
Who was starting when Romo took over?
Bledsoe.
Okay, then why was Elbow Pad there?
Maybe he was there for a second stint.
So we needed him.
Brad Johnson did fill in when Romo got injured.
We needed him and Roy Williams. Ricky Williams. Roy Williams.
Oh, Brad
the second
Johnson.
one.
Yeah.
Which one?
The second one. Number 4 from UT that wore a different number.
Brad
in
Johnson
games.
was on y'all's team in 2008,
Hey,
and
just
Romo
say-
started taking over in 2006. Bledsoe was there for 2005 and was a
So-
backup in 2006.
so elbow pad didn't start.
Not according to
He-
this list of
he did-
quarterback.
He
Or
did start some games because
Dallas.
Romo was injured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old Brad Johnson.
I'm just saying. I really liked him as a
Don't
quarterback.
forget it. Don't sleep on Kidna. All right.
Come on now. Kidna is now
The quarterback.
the quarterback coach because
it.
Kellen Moore is the OC. Somebody explain that. Anybody.
Nah.
Anybody.
We don't have enough time.
Okay.
Also, not Drew Bledsoe. Brad Johnson is a Super Bowl champion.
Yes,
Fun
he
fact.
is.
Mm.
One of the worst Super Bowl champions of all time.
Who did he win it with?
37,
Tampa?
47, 37.
Tampa.
With
Yeah, I think it was Tampa.
Tampa Bay. Beat the Oakland
Incredible.
Raiders 48-21.
Oh, the
Hot
Oakland Raiders,
dang.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Gruden was coaching that game.
Oh, this was
Bucs.
2003.
Yeah.
This
That
was
was the
2002
Bucs.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
after the Raiders
Um,
cut him. He went to the Buccaneers and won a Super Bowl.
Hey, full circle right there.
There it is. All
We
right.
started at Pat Mahomes and we got to Gruden nudies.
Off of talking NBA.
Off of
Only here on the Bush League Sports Show.
Nailed it.
Anything else we want to hit? Luka for president. Steph Curry hits those 9 threes in a row because clearly nobody plays defense in the NBA anymore because nobody cares about it. It's just not part of the game. They
Also,
stopped counting
you
it. and
can't
moved on.
guard Steph Curry. So,
Yeah, he'll just shoot over you.
They didn't even try.
yeah.
They did not try. No effort.
They knew if we cover him, he will make it. If we don't cover him, he will
He's going to make it.
We'll cover somebody else.
Well, that's not a bad choice, I guess. All right. So our favorite segment of the show, what
Quack.
we call
Quack.
Quack, 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 quack. Woo!
Go Ducks.
Do you want to bring us up to speed with the Flying V?
Nope.
Okay. Well, good show, guys.
I feel like you don't play along when we do the quack thing.
No, because I can't stand the Anaheim Ducks.
All right,
who?
fine. So the playoff picture is looking like this. Tampa, because when you say Tampa, you can't just say Tampa. You got to say Tampa. They have a shot to go all the way once again. Why? Because they're going to the playoffs, and they happen to be the best team right now, record-wise, and just the way they look.
Correct. So they have won 60 games. They have 124 points. They are crushing it. So the next team, they have 13 more wins than anybody else.
That is a lot.
That's a lot in an 82 game season.
Yeah,
being
that's
13 wins ahead. That's a lot.
That's a number right there. 13 is a bigger
definitely is a
number than in a 16-game season, but
I wish
Still
baseball
fun.
played 82 games.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're 11 games ahead.
I bet a lot of
Calgary has been playing well as of recently. I forgot about that.
Okay.
But Calgary, I don't see them going all the way. But they're also in a different league, so they wouldn't even face each other till the very end.
So Tampa has a great shot. Probably we won't be challenged until the end.
Yeah, but again, I talked about this and you got really upset. They will win the Presidential Cup because they have the most wins in the season. And there's a curse that if you win the President's Cup, you won't win the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Like in the last 10 years, whoever has had the best record of the season has not won the Stanley Cup.
No, and I think that's right. That's well deserved. There's a reason there's a curse.
Because they award a trophy.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah, so I fully support the curse, and let's move on. Western Conference wild card. Does that include Dallas?
That does include Dallas. It's really close right now. So there is only a handful of points because we talked about this. There's points in the NHL because you have wins, losses, and ties. I know you don't like it, but that's how it is. So
No, I started laughing because when it sounded like you're saying, hey, like there are points like during the game.
Oh.
Like if you didn't know, in the NHL they keep score.
To win the game, you got to score some points.
Oh, well, that's cool. I like points.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, so there's a point system. You get 2 points for winning. You get 1 point for tying. You get no points for losing.
1 point.
No, so you get 2 points for winning no matter what. You get 1 point for losing in overtime.
Wow.
Wait, you get a point for losing?
In overtime.
Now I'm mad.
in over,
Now I'm legitimately
All of a
angry.
sudden, just got mad.
and then no points for losing in regulation.
What do you get for a tie? There is no tie?
No, if you win, if you go into overtime and you win, you get all 2 points. A win is 2 points regardless.
Okay.
If you
There's no tie.
there is no tie. You only have
Goes to shootout.
overtime
after
losses.
overtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get 1 point for at least tying. So no matter what, if you tie the game, you're going to get at least a point. It's okay. It's how it is.
Why can't they just? What?
Because this
If
way,
you win, you get a point. If you lose, you don't get a point. Like, help me understand why.
because it's hard to score in the NHL.
Because they tried.
Because they tried.
Tyson, shout out participation points.
No, but it does come back and help some teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they don't have to worry about tiebreakers.
Yeah, man.
For the most part.
I've heard that argument before. We're going to give all the 8-year-olds trophies because we want them to feel good about themselves when they leave. Man, don't you want your kid to feel good about himself? Like, you're a bad dad if you don't want him to. He's going to feel good when we leave and go get ice cream. He's going to be really excited. He's not going to remember any of it at all. He's going to be swimming in ice cream. I'm sorry.
Chase Cross says hockey isn't a sport. All caps, like 7 exclamation points.
Okay. So, but tell us more.
He knows.
I don't, dude, hockey, those dudes can play like they are athletes.
They can play
I
hockey.
can
I
play
tell you what, boy.
I do not like this point system on any level of life.
Well, it gets pretty interesting though because
Oh,
so
yes.
like
Of
right
course it
now
does.
in the Central Division, Winnipeg is number 1. Going into tonight, Nashville is number 2 and St. Louis is number 3. Well, St. Louis beat, I believe, Minnesota. No,
Minnesota?
who do they play tonight?
I don't know. You said it was Minnesota.
Oh, they played Colorado tonight.
Oh, Colorado.
So they played Colorado, and since St. Louis won, they got 2 more points, which then made them tied with Nashville. But because St. Louis, instead of losing in regulation twice, they lost in overtime twice.
So they got a point.
So even though they have 1 less win than Nashville, they have more points.
No.
That put them ahead.
Okay, you have a better record than another team, and that other team is ahead of you?
Well, you have more losses than they do.
What?
All right. So St. Louis has 43 wins, 28 losses, and 8 overtime losses.
Okay, they have 43 wins,
28 losses,
28 losses.
8 overtime losses.
Got it.
Nashville has 44 wins,
Mhm.
29 losses,
Mhm.
and 6 overtime
Wait,
losses.
can you repeat all that again? I forgot it already.
Just say wins. Just go off the wins.
No, I
One
can't.
has 44, the other has 43.
Okay, so the team that has 44 wins is behind
Yes.
Because they lost more.
kids.
They lost in regulation more.
That is the official technical term for Bush League.
No,
We have redefined.
They lost better than the team
No,
that
that
won
was-
better. That's what Tyson said. That was funny.
Help me understand how you stand on this with any, like, how do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, yes,
gosh.
this is a good idea?
every day.
No, I said how. I didn't say when. I see that you're on board.
In
Why?
the morning and at the
At the night?
at the night.
Right before the show.
So the Western Conference wild card is really close.
We got a doozy here.
But now how do you feel good about this?
I feel fine.
No, how? How do you feel? Like, I am an
How do you feel
advocate
good?
for a
I
team
feel
that has
good.
a better record being behind a team that has a worse record. And when I say worse, I mean with a K.
No, technically their win percentage is higher
Those dang canoes.
because they have less losses.
You know, sports are supposed to be enjoyable for everyone. You have to be a doctor to understand this.
No, you just have to be. No, have you ever met a Canadian?
Yes,
I have.
If they can figure it out, then we can figure it out.
I have. Have you been? How many times have you been to Canada?
Twice.
0 times.
Where'd you go?
I went to
Canada.
Toronto.
Guys,
Tampa.
Above the border.
Tampa's in Canada, right?
Should be. Florida. Like, can we give Florida to
I
Canada?
would love to. I would love.
Florida will be Canada's Alaska.
I'll say. I'll say this: if Canada has a worse record than anyone else in the states, I am happy to award them for not winning the state of Florida. More than happy to give them that. Tell me how the pancakes are in Florida. You don't know.
I don't know.
Soggy
Yep.
from all the
I don't want to
humidity.
know. Yeah. Oh.
but they're probably very well preserved from all the salt.
No.
Salty pancakes.
All I can,
Gosh.
like, I'm envisioning like the humidity and just the pancake, and it's like, no. All right, go ahead. Okay, I'm re-engaged.
Anyway,
Hockey, do it.
So number 1 in the Central has 96 points.
Okay.
Number 2, number 3 have 94 points.
Okay.
And Dallas is in the first wild card spot with 89. So, and there's 3 games left in the season. So there's still a shot that Dallas could still get into one of the main 3 spots.
So they could jump out of the wild card into a 1, 2, or 3.
Theoretically.
Not a 1, 2, or 3, but they could jump into a 3.
Now, if they win tomorrow night, they secure a playoff spot for good.
Okay.
And Colorado is behind Dallas with 86 points, and Arizona is at 84 points. So
Go Cardinals.
So Arizona Coyotes
Or-
can still make the wild card as well.
Okay, so Dallas.
So there's only 3 games left, and 3 teams are actually technically 4 teams. Minnesota Wild still have a shot as well.
I thought they were the Phoenix Coyotes.
No, they changed it to Arizona.
We got a real barn
So there's
burner
4
on our
teams
hands.
trying to get 2 last spots.
Is Dallas's main goalie, is he back? Or is he still injured?
Where'd he go?
will be. He was back. He got injured again, but it was nothing serious. They're just resting him to be safe.
Loin.
Wimp.
Probably.
Tell me, Doc, really? Is it the loin? Please, be honest with me.
Anything but the loin.
Not the line. Just take me instead. Not his line.
Okay, so he is back, or did they? So is
He will be back. Like
Okay.
he is not seriously injured.
I'll be back.
he going to play the next 3?
He will not play tomorrow.
Okay.
But he could be back for this weekend. There's talk if they do make the playoffs tomorrow, should they play him for the last 2 games? I think he should
Probably
play a little bit just to get.
Game ready.
Yeah.
Okay. But they don't have to win all 3 to take the 3 spot. They just have to win 1.
They only need 1 more point, so they only need to lose in overtime.
Who are they playing?
Let's do it.
Tomorrow night is the Philadelphia Flyers.
Now that makes you feel good, right?
Yeah.
Guys, we only have to lose in overtime over the next 3 games. This is not a big deal. That's like when you're a senior in high school and you're like, "What? I got to make a 43 on this test to pass." Cool. How many points for my name? Excellent.
Excellent.
Coach walks into the locker room. All right, boys, you know what you got to do. We got to lose, but we got to make it to overtime. Then we can lose.
Yes, we got 3 games left. We got 3 games, and all we have to do is lose once and make it look pretty.
That's it.
You just got to look like you're trying for one of those games. The other 2 doesn't matter what you do.
And not even the whole time.
Yeah.
Just for a part of it.
So let's get out there and let's lose one for the Gipper.
Let's make this playoff push.
I can't imagine trying to give that speech in the locker room without laughing. Like, guys, at halftime, all we have to do is lose in overtime. Now let's get out there.
Execute.
Everybody's screaming and yelling and banging on the walls to lose.
Hitting that sign as they walk out of the
Well, do you know why?
tie.
This says losers win with a little trophy. That picture of the trophies.
You know they don't have that in the playoffs.
It's funny though.
Don't have tying in the
I am
playoffs?
not surprised that they have this kind of rule in a system where they give a trophy to the team that didn't actually win yet. They just had a good record, which doesn't make sense because it seems like a team with the best record could still be not number 1 but number 2 to a team that lost but lost better on the ones that they did lose and had more points than the winning team. What happens then? What happens with the team that has more wins at the top, but there's another team right below them that's actually above them because they lost better on 8 games instead of 6?
They would also be really, really good.
But would they get the trophy instead? Who would get the winner's loss trophy? The cursed trophy. That sounds like
I don't know.
It would be the team that lost better because they would have more points by the end of the season, and the points the trophies is based on the points, not the wins.
But I'm not sure if the President's Cup is based on wins or points.
I shall look.
How do you write that? That's a paragraph question mark.
You look up President's Trophy and start reading.
Okay. President's Trophy is given
finishes with the most points. So points.
Why is it called the President's Trophy?
I don't know.
Guys, we've been talking about hockey way too long.
History. Introduced at the start of the 85-86 NHL season by the League Board of Governors. Prior to this, the best team in the league during the regular season hold on, was allowed to hang a banner reading NHL League Champions. Ooh, hey, they've kinda
What?
down. A total of 17 teams have won the President's Trophy. The Detroit Red Wings have won 6 President's Trophies. It's not telling us why, but
Okay, let's move on.
okay.
Anything else that you want to say about? I do want to ask this: Vegas odds on them making it to the finals.
Making it to the finals?
Yeah. What
well,
odds did
well,
Vegas give Vegas?
I don't know to make it to the final.
There's got to be an odd on that, right?
Yeah,
People can bet at this point.
It is 7-2.
Okay. Is that
7-2 to win the Western Conference.
okay?
So that would make it to the finals.
Is that the number 1 rating?
No,
Okay.
the San Jose Sharks.
Okay.
13-4.
Hmm.
And then for Vegas to win the Stanley Cup is 13-1.
Okay.
Best.
So not great.
Yeah,
chances.
Tampa has the best odds. That's impossible
What are they?
because they are way out.
What are they? 2-1?
Quack.
5-1?
Quack.
Quack?
Mm-hmm.
They're not even. They can't make it.
They're
No,
second to
no,
last
I'm
on their
Tampa.
side of the.
I'm
people.
actually
Oh.
engaging with you.
Oh,
with
Tampa?
Yeah.
Tampa's 19-10.
Okay.
So almost 2-1.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
All right.
There it is.
Quack.
Guys, we talked NHL. I'm proud of you guys.
You're welcome.
Quack.
Yeah, Tyson, see, buddy, I'll start reading more. I do read now, so that
It's mainly the comments.
No, he was saying that I was reading and you were out. You're like, I'm done. He's saying you're out. He is still in.
I thought he meant like I'm going to bed. Case start reading.
No, not what he
Catch up
meant.
on your education. Hey, idiot. JK, not really. Read. All right. Hey, thanks for joining us. Bush League Sports Show. Give us the Bush push. Share the show. Comment on the show. If we didn't respond to one of your comments, we'll go back through this week, read and comment. If you're not following us at BL Sports Show, there at the top, hit our Instagram. It continues to grow. It really is. It's growing, and it's a lot of fun there. We got sports memes. We've got debates going on. You got some stories. We got some clips. All the. Are we still pointing? Yes, no. Okay, phenomenal. Great. Hey, we'll give you updates, not follow along. We'll give you updates on the Bushy bracket as Maddie looks like she's probably going to take that thing unless something crazy happens and Virginia pulls out a win and somehow my team jumps up from the 5 spot into the 1 spot, which apparently if it was hockey, that would be a possibility regardless of record's sake. So have a great week. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next Monday.